6. Review the plan and delivery of a sports event, identifying strengths and areas for improvement. Was the event successful and did it achieve the stated aim and purpose? Yes, everything ran smoothly. Timetable, everyone was there on time, and the whole games ran on time, so we could move on to the next game smoothly. The bracket then was done correctly, so everyone was able to go through to the next. Well, the winners were able to go through to the next round, and everyone knew who was playing who. The social media allowed everyone to know the time of the event and how to enter if you wanted to be involved in the event. They also knew what console it was played on, and everyone did their role. We didn't reach the aim of raising £30. We only raised 16. We could have changed this by charging more money, so we could raise the aim of £30, or we could have got more people involved to be able to reach the aim. But everyone had fun and asked, when is the next one? Formative assessment. What did you review during the event, why and how? The scorekeeper was able to get all the scores together because everyone, when they took part and finished the game, sent a message into the group chat that we had, so we were all able to keep track of each score. This made us easier to be able to know who went through to the next round, to be able to lay out the bracket so everyone knew who was playing who. Social media, we were able to get the message out there and raise awareness of the event, so we were able to get people involved. This also allowed us to raise some money for charity, even though we didn't reach our target. When we got approached for being able to, if they were able to participate in the tournament, the organiser put a message together so there was more in-depth information about how the event was going to run, what time, etc., and how to get involved. The next steps of once they're involved in the tournament, how they will be playing and that sort of thing. We constantly had group discussions so everyone knew what their role was and making sure everyone kept on top of their role. This was allowing us to be able to make sure the event runs smoothly, because if one person didn't do their role, that means that it could have broken down in some places, so the event wouldn't have been able to run as well as it did. After the event, we had a group chat call on Google Hangout to find out where our strengths and weaknesses were when the event was running. The strengths we had was we all communicated well on Google Hangout and Snapchat, which allowed us to be able to improvise when we had to make changes to the golden goal. This meant because they were online, they couldn't do a golden goal, so we improvised and made sure that they did another game, and the first one to score wins, which means they would then go through to the next round. The bracket system worked well, as we all managed to get the results through from the participants, which allowed us to move on to the next game. Our weaknesses were that we didn't raise enough money for the event. This meant we didn't reach our target, but to change this we could have set an easier target to reach or charge more money for people taking part. We also could have got more people involved by either having a longer time to be able to get people involved or direct messaging people, so they would see it firsthand rather than just being able to skip past it on social media. P7. Strengths and weaknesses and areas to improve for your contribution and effectiveness. As a social media officer, I performed my role well by getting people involved and shared the awareness of the event by posting it on my social media. This allowed people to know the event was running. My strength was I managed to get enough people involved to be able to make the tournament run. As a weakness, we could have got more people involved to make the tournament bigger and raise more money. Organiser. I helped perform by being an organiser, by getting people involved and sent messages out so people knew how the event was running in further detail. For example, how to get involved and what the next steps are. My strength of this is that everyone that was involved in the event knew when the event was starting, who was playing who from the start, and how to send the results in to be able to know if you made it to the next round. We made it fair by making sure it was 4-minute games and everyone knew what they were getting themselves into when playing. The participants said they enjoyed the event and when is the next one. As a weakness, I could have posted this on more I could have got social media people to post it on more social media platforms, which would allow a wider crowd of people to know the event was taking place. To help being a financial officer, I was able to help perform in this role by getting people to donate to the GoFundMe page. This allowed us to raise the money for charity. My strength in this role was that I was able to get people to donate so we could raise money, and we managed to raise half the amount of money than we aimed to. As a weakness, I could have charged more money, so we were able to reach our target of £30 to donate to the chosen charity. We adapted well to the golden goal situation, and we found out we couldn't do golden goal on online matches, so we had to replay the match and the first person to score goes through. This allowed all players to have a fair chance of getting into the next round.